Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, I'm shooting from a little bit different angle this time. I have got my Arteza 100% watercolors here, and I have drew a rough sketch of a daffodil. Not very good. I'm going to clean my Daniel Smith palette out here. And I'm using the Creative Mark Mimic. And I'm going to start with the number 6, but I have a number 8. I might start with a number 8, but if it gets too large, I might switch to a number 6. I've got my clean water and paper towel. Paper towel here. And I'm shooting from a different angle to see how this works. Alright, so I'm going to start with lemon yellow. And I'm just going to wing it. And I'm going to try to go by each petal and just make a couple strokes. Maybe leaving a little white in the center. Okay, so I'm coming to the point where if I don't drop something in, it's going to be too dry for me to get a good bleed. So I'm going to mix up some of this Aussie red gold, and I'm going to just drop it in the center here. See how that goes. This is not, I'm actually going to, oh, where did my picture go? There it is. I'm going to paint all this in Aussie red gold. All that center. So, and while that is drying, I'm going to go over and do my other petals. Okay, and this bell here is yellow as well. I'm going to leave just a little bit of white space here and there in between this petal and that. Okay. Get some more of that Aussie red gold full pigment, I think, and drop in here. Let's drop that in there too. Okay, let's just see how that goes. I'm going to take off some of that pigment, and I'm going to just make this lemon yellow just a little bit with the Aussie red gold. And drop it. I'm going to get some of the water off my brush because I think I do have too much. And I'm going to go around the bottom here. I kind of like this one. So I'm going to leave that one alone. And we'll come back and well, let's just keep on moving. Okay, so I'm going to get some sap green. And I'm going to mix it a little bit with this yellow. And I'm going to come down and do my stem. Okay, and then I'm going to do my leaves. I'm working with a number 8. Okay. So I'm looking at my reference photo and I'm seeing a little bit of dark. So I'm going to take that yellow with a little bit of that green and come in. Nope, I don't think that's the right color for shadow. I'm going to take a little bit of its complementary color, which is purple. Just a little bit. Okay, it's just a little bit of imperial purple. And just get it a little bit darker. Can you see that? I just put my purple right there and I just kind of walked it in. And it's just made that kind of dulled down that yellow. So now I'm going to take that and just put that. Put that in my flowers. Not real. It's just kind of messy. I'm going to take some of this orange and kind of get it back with a dry brush. Clean dry brush. Maybe tap some of it out. Okay, and I think I'll take some of that purple also and walk it into some of this green and darken it. and go on these leaves. Just to give it a little bit of dimension. Put it a little bit darker down here at the bottom. Okay, we'll dry that and we'll take a fine liner to it. Sizes of microns. I've got a 0.08, which is kind of a bigger nib, and this 0.02 is pretty fine, and 0.03 is a little bit bigger. So I'm going to start with the 0.03, I think. Oh, excuse me. And I'm not being perfect. But sometimes, if I'm not crazy about my painting, which I'm not, there's a lot of people out there that I just don't feel like their painting needs any outline, or they know how to paint in such a way that their paint goes out to the edges and kind of creates their own outline. And so I'm going to make little stamens. And then I think I'm going to take the smallest nib and make shading lines. We'll have our little daffodil. Nothing. See, I'm just going real fast. My light's flickering. It's annoying. I got this light off of Amazon. Oh, I think it's called 5 PHYVE or something like that. I don't know. It's not a very good light. I wouldn't recommend it. All right, so now I'm going to get my smaller nib, 0.02, and I'm going to go with the in the direction of the petal, and the curve. And give it a little bit of dimension. I'll make them curved a little bit. And that just helps give a little bit of added dimension. Yeah, it's light. But I'm afraid if I turn it off, it would. Let me see. Does that make a big difference? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I just wouldn't get it again. This is nothing I'm taking my time on or anything. But I had to get a little painting in just to relieve my desire to paint. Do a little crosshatch there. Create some depth and shadow. Down here at the bottom too. Okay, that's all I'm going to do to that. So I'll send that off to someone. It is it the 13th? Yep. 21. All right. Maybe that'll brighten somebody's day. So stick it out there in the world and enjoy yourself. So thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.